Okay, so I want to show you guys a trade I backtested on GBP USD. I've always wanted to backtest for a really long time, but because of how expensive it is on TradingView, I know it's not like expensive for some people, but for me, it's expensive. So I decided to opt for a free tool, and I found FX Replay, which is very similar to TradingView. Like, in fact, I think it's TradingView. So it's very similar to TradingView. If you've been using TradingView, you can be able to still understand FX Replay. Like, there's nothing so different about it. In fact, I would say they cloned TradingView. And one good thing about FX Replay is that they would give you 200 back testings for free before you can be able to pay for the premium version. And for me, I think it's really cool. I love it that way. I've been trading supply and demand and SMC, and sometimes there are some market conditions that doesn't respect SMC or supply and demand, and that way I would have to always wait and wait and wait. I know there is nothing wrong in waiting, but for me, I want to be able to trade no matter the market condition. So I started to learn about other, not just strategies, other tools that I can incorporate into my system to be able to trade all market conditions, whether the market is ranging or it's trending. I can be able to trade it. So that is the goal I'm on currently, and I've been able to build a system for myself, and right now I'm literally learning how to be able to follow those systems. Like, I came up with tools that I can use, I came up with strategies that I can use, and entry models. So now I want to like step back from trading for a while, like live trading for a while, and go all in on back testing. I want to back test every single day, at least 5 times a day, yeah, for the next 2 months, to back test my system, my strategies, everything I've built, to see how I would do. And the first trade I took today on the back testing, I won the trade, and I think it's 1 to 2 risks to reward ratio. And to me, I don't really risk much because that is how I want to trade in real life. I don't want to be over leveraging. I just want to work on my risk management because it really affected me. Like, most times, like, let's say 8 out of 10 trades that I usually take are all winning trades, but what will make me blow my account is lack of risk management. I've checked it. I'm very good with analysis, but what is killing me is lack of proper risk management. Because sometimes you might be right, market might bounce back a little bit before it moves to your direction, and if you over leveraged or use too much lot size, that's reverse might literally wipe your account. So, and I noticed that is what I've been battling with. So now I just want to step back from the chat for now. Sorry, not from the chat, from live trading for now, and really build my edge and be very good at this. So that is what I'm doing. So I want to show you guys a trade I took on GBP USD, and I would explain why I was very convinced that that trade was going to win. Okay, so I hope you can see my screen. So yeah, this is GBP USD. First of all, what I usually do is I would really drag my chart to be able to see, to be able to tell the market's bias. So I can see that it's a downtrend. Then I noticed that it moved up, and while I was waiting, before I took this trade, I waited. I wanted to make sure that it broke structure, because I noticed that there was a change of character here. So it broke above it broke above this swing high here. Then I wouldn't start buying because it has broken above that swing high. So I decided to wait, like hold on and wait for a break of structure, which is this, and it didn't happen. You know, sometimes a change of character might just be a sweep of liquidity, and GBP/USD is very good at sweeping liquidity. So I waited patiently, then I drew this line here. I said if it breaks below this swing low, then I would know that it has continued the downtrend, and that way I'll wait for a retest here to be able to enter. And that is exactly what I did. So this is how I usually analyze, so I can be able to have the full picture of everything. So now I would have to zoom out, or zoom in rather. So now you see what I was trying to say. So now after it broke below, I waited for that retest, which is right here, and I needed a confirmation. That is why I entered a little bit late. So if you notice, you see that I placed my stop loss just above this high here, just a little bit above it. It would have been a sniper entry, but I just needed that confirmation. And in fact, while I was even trying to waste time a little bit, I noticed that it has already moved. Then I had no choice but to enter here, because I was very sure that since it has retested this line, it would then eventually, you know, move down. And that is exactly what happened. So the reason why I placed my target here, I would have placed it down here, but because I saw this rejection here, I had to drag it to where the candle is more valid to me. So that is why I placed my target here. And normally this is what I usually do, so I can be able to see it faster, because if it's zoomed in, I won't be able to see it. So yeah, so that is why I placed my target here. And you notice that immediately it hits this line that I drew, because I needed to be sure that this is my target. So I drew that line so I can be able to know that okay, that is where the candle stopped. So, and if you look, you see that immediately it hits that line, it bounced back a little bit before it continued moving. Did you see that? But I wasn't really sure, so I had to just take my profit here. And to me, it's really not bad, because it was 2.1 risk to reward. So if I risked, I think I risked $68 to make 100 and something. So yeah, you can see what I realized today. I made $128. It's not that huge, but to me it's something, like, which means the girl is learning. The girl is learning. So now I can be able to explain why I take a trade. I can be able to explain why I exit a trade. I can be able to know where to place my stop loss. I can be able to know where to place my target. Because I remember months back, I just entered the market just because, like, I don't even know where to exit. I don't even know where to set my stop loss. I don't even know where to set my target. Like, nothing. I'm just following the trend. In fact, if I'm in profit and the market start reversing, I'll quickly leave that trade. Like, that was how I've been trading for a while. But now I'm very happy that, like, I can literally see my progress. I can be able to tell, like, why I entered the trade. I can be able to explain the reason why I entered the trade. And I'm glad that my hustle is paying off, because the girl is soon gonna be a millionaire, guys. The girl is soon gonna be a millionaire. I don't know, I'm super excited. I don't know why I'm so happy. But yeah, so that is just it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in my other videos. Please like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to come back next time, okay? Because I really want you to watch me become that girl. All right, see you guys, bye.